What's going on? Hey, it's Buzz from Buzz Cuts Firewood. We are changing it up just a little bit today because it is crazy hot in Louisiana, high 90s and humid. Been out here this morning, but the shade is starting to dwindle. So we came over here to where I had some pecan. Need a little bit more from my barbecue customers. I got about 4 or 5 totes. This is probably a tote and a half. We're gonna go ahead and split it on the Rugged Made. I did take the extension table off. We're just gonna let it fall here on the ground. I took it off because the little bends that were going in here have been getting bent. I've been working with some really big oak rounds, so when they fall off, they're catching the edge of that table and giving a little bend. I'm gonna go pick those up at the big box store today, get it put back together. I do need to do an oil change. I'll probably film that and talk about some maintenance on this thing, but we're gonna go ahead and get this stuff done, bucked up. Pecan, if you didn't know, is great for barbecue. Some people really love not just the flavor, but it gives a really good black bark, real good crust on the meat, kind of encapsulates that smoke flavor in there. Pecan is in the hickory family, so a lot of people like hickory. If you like hickory, you'll probably like pecan, but we get a lot of it here in Louisiana, so I'm gonna go ahead and split it up. Just gonna do 16-inch pieces. I got a couple little shorts, but I'll just keep it 16, and if I have to buck it down for my barbecue customers, we'll get it done. And yeah, we're gonna split over here in the shade for a little bit, so I'll get the camera set up and get started. That's all she wrote. We got it done. A little bit of pecan. Notice without that table, they fall right on your foot. Cover up that kind of a design flaw, Rugged Made folks, if you wanted to get some feedback. Put the tow hitch on the other side, or at least another option, because now how am I going to tow the splitter out of here? If there was a splitter or a tow hitch back here, I'll just hook up and pull away from the pile, leave a nice long pile, let it dry. But now I'm going to have to roll that tote over here. I'm going to stack it up anyway, put it with my other pecan. I think that's probably a tote, a little bit more than a tote, but yeah, pretty good pecan split. Was able to use the shade from the tree line. Sun just went behind the clouds, but you can see where I was doing that oak. Pretty sunny over there, gets real hot here. But splitting oak and then going to splitting pecan, two different beasts. You see how stringy this is. Oak, you get about an inch into the wood sometimes just pops wide open and you're done. With this pecan, you got to go all the way to the end. But all right, that's it for me. Retired the old Buzzcuts Firewood hat. It was faded and needed to get replaced, so I'll replace it soon, but it got a little golfing hat. But if you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps us make more content, allows us to get a little bit more time out here at the wood yard. Let's get this pecan stacked. I'm gonna do that off camera. Nothing exciting about watching somebody stack pecan or any kind of firewood in those totes, but it does sure make it easy. So like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, bye.